Good morning, beautiful people. I hope you're doing well. So, Sunday, there was a beautiful manifestation on the Museumplein here in Amsterdam. It's the biggest square. And it was called Women for Freedom. Really, really beautiful. I had the opportunity and the honor to kickstart this whole thing, to give a speech. And the whole day was just a blast. It was so wonderful. Thousands of women, mostly women, men also, of course, children, just having a wonderful time, celebrating life, celebrating freedom, celebrating peace, hoping for a better world together with all of us. And so at the end of the whole thing, the DJ played a song, and this song it was a beautiful song, and people started singing along. And that is forbidden in Holland. I don't know how that is in your country, but we are not allowed to sing together because of the Corona thing. And so at that moment, at the very end of the day, the police went to the DJ and said, "Hey, guy, people are singing along. This is not what's supposed to happen, so please stop." So that's what he did. He turned off the music, and everybody went on their way with a lovely feeling of, wow, what a glorious day. What a beautiful day this was. Celebrating life, celebrating freedom, celebrating humanity, sisterhood, brotherhood. The next day in the papers, I read that the mayor of Amsterdam had had to order the police force to stop this protest because people were not obeying to the Corona rules. And I saw a photograph of a police van with the police, standing there in a menacing kind of way. And it was like completely not what happened that day. And it made me realize that what we see in the news, what we read in our papers, is just a fraction of what really goes on. And not only that, but it's very, it's a kind of way of looking at the world, because in all those newspaper articles, there was not one mentioning about how beautiful the day had been. But there was a lot of mention about how the police had to stop this demonstration because the protesters had not obeyed the rules. And many years ago, I had started an organization called Journalists for Tomorrow together with some friends, some journalists. And because we wanted to sort of look at this, what's wrong with journalism? Why can't we report in a more objective and more positive way? Why is it always like this, And there was one man, and he was the editor of the Dutch news, the television news. And he said, "Tijn, if you knew how much news we get during the day, of all the different things that happen around the world. And then if you know what a small portion of everything that comes in we choose, it's ridiculous. And we as consumers think, this is what happened today. This is what Trump said. This is what happened on the Museumplein, etc. And it's just a small, eeny, miny portion of what actually happened. And so I think this is for most of us the greatest challenge in these times, that we need to understand that what we have been told in school, via the media, etc., about the truth of our reality is an incredibly small portion of what is actually going on. And that incredibly small portion is probably actually not even true. So I think that is probably the biggest challenge for all of us in the coming years, to understand that we know nothing, practically nothing, and to be able to let go of our conditioning, of our preconceived ideas. It's a very difficult thing for a lot of people. I mean, if I see how I've changed over the last 3 years, I've learned so much about what is really going on in not just on Earth, but in our galaxy. And I wrote a book about that, Time Bender. I mean, 3 years ago, if you would have told me that I would write that book, I would have laughed. But now I see that, the reality is so much bigger. And that's only the last 3 years. And I keep on learning and growing every day when I think I understand how life is, I understand how the universe works. Someone comes along or something comes along, making me realize that I don't understand anything. And of course, that is sometimes scary. I mean, you don't have control, you don't understand everything. But on the other hand, it's very liberating. And I think that is the challenge of our times, to let go of our preconceived ideas and to step into a much, much bigger reality. And it can help to turn off the television every now and then and to just, put those papers aside, because really, people, it's not even this much of what is really going on. So anyway, that was my little rant. My name is Tijn from Amsterdam, loving you very much, thinking you are very courageous, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye for now. This is Chico, my little friend. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Chico, you were so sweet. You were so sweet.